Right, day one, kitchen fit, finally. I've made an MDF corner post. I might make a beach one, I don't know, but it'll be good enough to get me set up. That's going to go there. And this 600mm unit will be the sink unit there. The floor runs out slightly. There's a good 10mm if I lift that up. Get that level there. And this wall is pretty straight, but if I put that there, it kicks in a good 10mm, half inch or so there. And the worktops are 615. So with the 20mm or so with doors, I've got a little bit to play with. So what I'm going to do is fix these units straight, run that straight through, ignore that gap. I'll either cut the worktop back a little bit, or I'll just ignore that gap, let them tile it up. Worktop height, that can vary. At the moment we're just short of 900 there. That's a bit high for me. I like to finish the worktops about 910, something like that. But I'm 6'2", so I always put things too high. I know the woman here is shorter, let's put it that way. He's fairly tall, but she's fairly short. So I think I'll drop that down. I'm making the plinths. The plinths that came with it are 175mm, so they'd just fit under there. But I'm making the plinths, so I can make that whatever size I want. This unit has to come up, dishwasher has to come up, so there should be plenty of gap under there. So I'll start with that corner there, make that 915, including the worktop, 40mm worktop, and I'll get these ones something like in line. I can see where the wires were, and I made the sparky put them straight up and down. He was just going to run it in the old channel, that's why that's so wide, but I made him put them straight up and down. Same with there, but before those marks dry up too much, I'll mark them. One of these wires goes down to the ground. I think it's this one. But I'll mark them. I'll pull this dishwasher out and just have a look down there. Don't use felt pens, Sharpies, things like that, because they can bleed through if you put white paint on. Pencil's fine. Right, just putting the legs on here. I've only got 3 of these because I think one of these units, it had a broken leg. It was already been put together. It's really hard to stand these up without breaking the legs, so when I put these two together, I got somebody to give me a lift with it. You can like sit them on a box and tip them over, but there was somebody here, so just 2 of us picked them up. Putting these legs on, just putting these legs on. You see, they've got a lip. This lip wants to be over the side. That helps support the edge. But you see how it's cut away there? You want that cut away at the front because your plinth's going to be going on there. Of course this is upside down, but your plinth's going to be going on there. And sometimes that can get in the way. This is replacement leg that I got. Same again. It's got like a little nub at the bottom that goes in there. These ones are different to these. These are just one-piece legs. But this one is, it's got this central pin. hammer that home, and it spreads that little nub that went in the casement there. And this screws on somehow. There we go. Need to get some screws in here though first. I'm liking this little screwdriver bit. I've had a few over the years. They're not very good magnets in them. You can get ones with stronger magnets, but they're a bit bulbous on the end. I've had flip over bits, all sorts of things, but this is probably my favourite so far. You can get in, you know, tighter bits like that. Magnet's really good. Let's have a look. 4-inch screw. See? Pick up a 4-inch screw. Easily pick up these. So when you put it on the end of there, it stays there. They've had this kitchen a long time. You can tell how long they've had it by that unit there. See the gap in there? Sagged. Right, that unit's in place. These are stabilo levels. I trust that one as much as I did when the day I got it. It's at least 25-year-old. It's about, I don't know, about £80 or something like that, but well worth the money. Just putting a pencil line up here. Put a pencil line on. Put a little tick like that. So if your unit moves, you know, you can reference off these marks as to how much you've gone. You know, if you don't put those on, your line's lost behind the unit. No idea how far back, how far in it is then. So now that that's in, it's level, decided to go with 920 finished height, so that's 880. And I know that the legs down there, you can't see, but I can see that that's about 162mm, which is a bit more than a 6-inch plinth, which suits me. So what I'll do is set these legs to about 160, all of them. Then when I sit it in there, I haven't got to reach over and wind them too much. This row of units is fixed back. It's level. It's got clips into the wall at the back here. And this front, straight through there. But I need to project that straight line down there. I could get my laser level on it. Don't know if the batteries are good in that, I ain't used it for a while. And I've sighted it through. It's pretty straight. But I've got a 3-metre worktop which comes to about there. Just stood there. It'll get cut back obviously, but I think what's easiest is if I just sit the worktop on. It's like I say, it kicks out a bit there. So if I sit the worktop on, measure back from the front, I'll be able to get that line straight. And once I know where that unit's going to be, I can fit my corner post, fit this unit up to it, cut all my holes at the back, and then slide it into place. Right, I've got worktop stood in place. It's tight back all the way up to here, and then we've got nearly 10mm there. So I've got on the front just over 40mm. So I could take it back 5mm, but we'll see what the customer thinks about the tiling at the back there. I've got the same distance back on each of these units and on this one here, so I know where that's in place. I put the corner post on just with some little connector blocks, so now I can stand that one in place. I'll pull this worktop back. Got enough room there. I pull this worktop back, level this unit across. Right, fix that corner back, stop that moving around. And I've stood this in place. It's pretty level. When I move it back, because it'll be on a different part of the floor, it might need some adjusting, but I'll give the holes that I'm going to drill for the pipes a little bit of clearance all around anyway. This gap is the same all the way across, because these holes, when I cut them, this unit's going to slide in that direction, so if you have it twisted you'll get your holes in the wrong place. Carefully draw around these. I'll do that one first and it'll slide a bit further back. Then it'll be the meter. I'll draw around that, cut a hole in the back. Then these two pipes and that tap at some point. I think that's, oh, and the off tap of course. Right, this is number one, the waste pipe. Bit of a swivel. I've got a hole cut here. I've got an assortment in there. I've got enough I need, I think. I've been generous. This is a 51 and that's only a 40mm pipe, so it's got 5mm around. But you don't want to drill from this side because it'll just bust out the other side. So I need to guess the middle. Got a little hole. And then I'll drill it from this side. I've cut those, they all fit quite well apart from this one, which I did first, and because it's quite long I think I just got it a little bit out. It's a bit tight, so what I've done is clamped a piece of wood. I'm lucky I've got these holes next to it. I put the original cutter on, mark the centre, drill a hole, and then I'm going to use a bigger cutter using that centre mark to open up the hole. Putting it slightly off centre because I know it needs to come this way a little bit. Right, just that tap to do. Won't go right back because I've just got to notch around for the pipes now. And then it looks like it'll all go back to the knuckles on this one. All I did was mark my pipes on this, drill a hole, a generous size hole, and I'll just cut them bits out with the jigsaw. Okay, that'll do for now. I think where I went wrong with this pipe was I should have just taken this pipe out and worked off the elbow at the back, because I was working off these units and you can see the room isn't square. So as I pulled it round to make it parallel at the back, parallel from the wall, it's twisted it all around. But it's done now. Here I've got a 300mm unit, one of them little single units that I'm going to cut down to fit in there. Need to make that 220. I'm going to put a batten on the side so that I can get a scribing piece in. 220 here. I'm going to do that at home in the workshop. got a like a little Phillips bit. It came with some drywall screws. Now these coarse thread drywall screws, and it fits absolutely perfect. It's the best fit I've got. When I lose this bit, which I will do one day, I'll be upset. I've had it for years. Right, that's ready for tomorrow. I was just going to put this in the van, but you might note nasty black line down there. That's the factory cut edge. That's my edge. See where I've screwed it? There's where the factory plugs went in. It's my cut. Factory cut.